Yo, what up, what up, what up? What's going on, everybody? We are on so many different platforms right now. I'm gonna double up and get another workout in. Uh, got some stuff on my mind right now, so we're gonna get started with the second workout for today. Definitely got a lot on the brain. I will say that, man. Have a lot on the brain. So, I was thinking today, right? About my passion, you know, some other things. One thing I do not and I will not tolerate is any form of bullying, man. I actually put a post on Facebook about this very same subject. I do not tolerate bullying in any type of way. All right? I'm gonna work out while I'm doing this, man. So, when I was younger, there were people around me that I wanted to protect, but wasn't allowed to protect it. I'm saying it because I seen somebody that I love that needed my help, right? And even though I tried to quote unquote like run to their rescue or whatever, there were other people that I loved that would not allow me to get involved. They were bigger, they were stronger, and so no matter how much I pulled, no matter how much I tugged, no matter how much I fought to get to the person that needed help, couldn't get past those people that I love. So I told myself, you know, when I got older, I would never sit back and allow anybody that I love to be hurt. You know what I mean? If I could help it, if I could help it, I would always be that hand, that body, that shield that those people needed. Because a lot of times in life, especially in my life, you know, I befriend people, cool, down to earth people, like like the other side of the pillow, just cool like the other side of the pillow. These people are sweet, sweet people, and some of them cannot necessarily defend for themselves because maybe they didn't come from the same environment that I came from. In the environment that I grew up in, you had to protect yourself. You had to protect yourself because no one else would. Right? It's like this. It's the world is like this. Either you fight, or you continue to get beat up. But it wasn't just like a one time thing. But where I grew up in life, or where I grew up is a lot like life, which is life will knock you down and it will keep you there if you let it. And people bullies. They will pick on you, maybe beat you up, and they're going to keep you down. They're going to continue to do that until somebody stops them, right? And so, growing up and seeing this, I realized early on there are going to be a lot of people around me that can't be that person because they're not that person. They're not that person that, is physically able to stop that giant. They're not physically able to do certain things, right? And so, people like myself, we have to be somewhat like those protectors. And so I'm gonna be honest with you, when I first started working out, and even to this day, it has like it has a lot to do with how I grew up and me seeing certain things and watching certain people be mistreated, hit on, bullied, and like I tell everybody, no, not the biggest guy, never been the biggest guy. Never been the biggest guy. But one thing that I had over a lot of people is heart. That's why a lot of people, like, growing up, I didn't talk that much, right? Even now, I still don't really talk that much. I don't think I talk that much, but it's because when I feel a certain type of way about something, it's a lot of passion behind it. So I had a habit of balling that stuff up and trying to contain that thing, but now I just kind of look at it as a plus, right? Now I look at it as an extra added bonus, another reason to drive, another reason to keep pushing forward, another reason to work out, another reason to maintain a certain level of strength, certain level of speed, agility, all those other things. So when the time comes, I'll be ready. Right? And so, again, never been the biggest, never been the fastest, never been the strongest. But the thing about this kid is he's always had heart. No question. No question about it. And everybody that, I couldn't protect. Growing up, I made somewhat of an oath to myself that, when the time comes, I'll be ready. If the opportunity ever presents itself, I promise you, those people that tried to bully, tried to pick on, tried to do any of those things to someone that I love, I was going to make sure that they would not get that thought in their head again after I came in contact with those people. And, some of the ways that I went about doing things could have been done a better way, yeah. But the solution, goal, whatever, it was still achieved in some way, shape, form, fashion. So, when I started working out, the big reason why I continue to maintain and work out now is because there's always going to come a time when I'm going to have to defend somebody that I love. going to have to protect a person that I love. And listen, I definitely don't mind doing that. Because first of all, I already have a low tolerance for bullies. I have a zero tolerance, not a low tolerance, a zero tolerance for bullies. These are things that I also had to experience growing up. People that are bigger than you, like to pick on you. People that, have money. We had to go through a lot of things, man, growing up, a lot of different things. And listen, it's not an excuse. I don't feel sorry for myself. I look at those things as a good thing because what it did is it made me the person that I am today. It made me stronger mentally, physically, and emotionally. For that, I'm actually thankful that I had to go through certain things in life because that's what life is supposed to be living with. It's supposed to prepare you for the future. And you should always look at it like that. You should never look at it like, why? I'm grateful that everything that I've been through, I'm just grateful that I had the mental strength to make it through. Because not every time I had the physical strength to get through that thing. But, anywho, it's a lot of times when I often think about, there was one time in particular when I was growing up, and it was somebody bigger, that was physically harming somebody that I really, really care about. I really, really care about, like, willing to lay my life for this person. And I seen it happening, and I took off running towards the person that I love and the person that was being bullied. Took off towards him. And in my tracks, two other people that I love end up grabbing me. It's basically like, no, there is nothing you can do in this situation. You can't do anything. You're not big enough. Neither of us are. Like, we all are too small. We ain't gonna do nothing but be another casualty. And the person that I love basically saying, get him out of here, blah, 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 blah. And I will never forget that day of being drugged away and feeling so freaking helpless not being able to help that person. And I'm like, okay. Every time I'm in the weight room, that thing is kind of like at the back of my head, pushing me to do more, to do better, lift heavier. And it's unfortunate that, it happened to that person. But, I just think things like that just help kind of shape and mold you into who you're supposed to be. Protector. Someone that's able to be that person to physically stop that bully, that aggressor, whatever you want to call it. Or, I've also seen a lot of people that I've been around that they just kind of keep quiet, they keep their mouth closed because they don't want to lose a certain position, they don't want to lose their job, and they keep quiet about the way things are being done. And I know it's not right. They know it's not right, but I've heard a lot. That's just the way that things are, Sometimes you just gotta grill it up and eat it. You know what I mean? That's just the way that things are, and this person has power over, basically, what's the last thing to be said? End all be all. They put this person in power, and unfortunately, there's nothing that I can honestly do anything about. I just gotta take it. I gotta grill it up and I just gotta eat it. I can't. And so I started to think, when it's like that, right? Physically, I'm able to protect the people that I love. But now this is a different type of issue, right? Like, yeah, you can be the strongest person in the world, but when it's like that, like how do you defeat someone that has power like that? You can't physically use your strength to, I don't want to say gain control, man. I just want to say, I don't know if you want the word stabilize or neutralize things. Like, how can we neutralize things to the point where this person is no longer abusing their power? This person is no longer taking advantage of their position. And they're sitting there throwing that around. And, if you want to maintain that position or wherever you are, you'll shut up and you'll take it. And I kind of felt like I went back to being that little boy again. I'm sitting here, basically helpless, stuck, can't do anything but watch this stuff being happen to somebody that I'm cool with. And I'm looking at it like, yo, this person don't even deserve this. That's my main thing, you know what I mean? When people are doing things just because and taking advantage of a situation just because, and putting people down just because, and you're bullying just because you feel like you can. These little kids ain't doing that for me. Gotcha. All right, guys, we got some heavier weights. We got some heavier weights. We got some big dogs now. All right. And y'all know most of the time I get on camera, it's all happy, motivating, and all this good stuff. But you got to sit and have some real conversations like this every once in a while. You know what I mean? Some sit down and let's have a real discussion. Let's have an honest discussion. And honestly, that's exactly where this channel is going to be headed to. The direction is going to be heading in moving forward, like next year. I want to really do some deep diving and unpacking and really talking about my life and the different things that I've been through. All right, we're going to do that on all these platforms: YouTube, Twitch, Facebook, Instagram, like the whole nine. I really want to go through these things, man, so you guys can kind of understand the person behind the actions, all right? I didn't just get this way overnight. I had a guy approach me today, was asking questions about myself and some different things, and I'm just like, I would love to sit there and have a conversation and unpack everything, but this is honestly something that I need to do a deep dive and actually come to the front of the congregation and have a conversation. You know what I mean? Anyway, back to what I was saying. So, as I got older, the physical, I started to get there physically. Again, I'm not the biggest. I understand I'm not the biggest. I'm not the strongest. I'm not the fastest guy in the world, but one thing that I have an advantage, one way I have an advantage over most of the people that I come in contact with is heart, right? I'm one of those people that's gonna start down a doggone road and I see somebody being bullied or whatever, and I'm gonna pull over on the side of the road. You know what I mean? I'm just figure of speech. I'm not jumping into everything. I'm just a little figure of speech. And for the longest, physically, I was able to handle that. Not just because of my size, my strength, and everything, because I had heart. I'm one of those people that, I can throw a punch and I can take a punch. And every time since I've started really putting in work like that, I have not met anybody that's been able to throw as many punches as quick as I have. Just again, a figure of speech, y'all. I'm not saying that I'm literally going down there, Most of the time it don't even get to that point, thankfully. But it's been able to throw as many, as quick, as accurate, and be able to sit there and just go toe to toe with me. So at one point, that was cool. But then, I started to get older. And most of the battles that are being fought now is not even physical. It's mental. A place that I can honestly say that I was weak in. Weak mentally and emotionally. Alright? Physically, I was decent. But when it comes to emotions, you gotta be careful with that because you get too emotional and you leave yourself open for that overhand hook. Either that overhand or a hook shot. So what I've been doing is I've been trying to prepare myself mentally and emotionally to be better in those areas where I can fight those bullies or those giants, right? So, understand this. You gotta be able to defeat a giant by not playing their game, but getting them to play yours. Right? And that's why most battles can be won if you apply yourself mentally. Like, understand this. The environment that I came from, it seemed like most of those battles, like you had to get physical. And in some cases, that could be seen as true. It could be seen as the truth, right? But now that I get older, I understand things are a lot different now. So those people that I rock with, that, people have been taking advantage of them. And I didn't think I could do anything about it, right? I thought because of the position that I was in, that I was like that little boy, stuck and couldn't do anything. I always say knowledge is power. Applying, not just knowledge, but applying that knowledge, that whatever you find out, that's power. That's real power. And I don't think I'm ever going to be one of those people that abuse the power that I'm talking about. I can tell you guys, within the next couple of weeks, because this video really sparked up because, I actually seen something similar being done at a place that I used to spend a lot of time at, right? And got really familiar with people, the environment, and how certain people rock and do things. And again, didn't completely agree with everything that was being done, but I do understand that, listen, there are gonna be some times in life where, if you let your emotions get the best of you, you're gonna think or feel like somebody's picking on somebody, right? But sometimes that's not the case. You know what I mean? It could just be one of those days, and you got to sit back and you got to reevaluate everything. Like, well, technically this needs to be done, so I understand why, they had to do things this way or whatever. So over the course of, I can't remember how long. I don't want to give this story away because I'll be doing a deep dive, a deep review about everything that I'm talking about. I don't want to give it all away. That's the bottom line. So again, I'm sitting there watching how things are being done over the course of a few years, and I'm seeing not just one, not just two, but a group of people that continue to kick somebody while they were down. I've seen people basically take advantage of somebody that not only I was cool with, but everybody else just knew. Again, I don't want to give the story away. I don't want to say too much, but there was a group of people that continued to bully somebody that I was cool with. And honestly, for the longest I thought about it, like, yo, bro, what can I freaking do? Like, I didn't know. I thought long and hard or whatever. And even the solution that I came up with, it brought this person to tears when I did this gesture for them or whatever. And even to this day, every year, they go back and, but again, I don't want to give it away. But that was just a little small snippet. Like, if I would have known what I know now, you know what? I'm not gonna say things would have been better off. I'm just gonna leave it at that. But listen, with the knowledge that I have now, and we're just gonna call it the giant that I have now that's backing me, the giants, because there's more than one. The knowledge, all those things that I have behind me now. People just don't understand. They just don't know what's coming. Okay? And we're not gonna fight this giant physically. Nope. We're not gonna fight this giant physically. We're gonna hit him where it hurts. All right? We're gonna hit this bully where it hurts. Because it's unfortunate when you have a person that's hiding behind a giant because of the power, because of the title, because of all these other things. And when you have, because myself haven't seen it, I haven't just seen it for myself, but it's been a group of people that have been saying the exact same thing. And like I said from the jump, I cannot stand bullies, man. Oh, I cannot stand them. You're sitting there abusing your power, abusing your authority, just because you can. It's not right. It's not right at all, man. And I'm gonna tell you right now, I already know. I already know what this could possibly lead to. But it's like this. you've been doing this for too long, right? And you're not even trying to get better. You're not trying to change. You're not trying to do anything. You think that bullying people is okay. You think that talking down to somebody that you feel like is less than you, like you feel like that's okay. So I don't mind. I don't mind being that guy, being that hand, being that body, being those words for the people that are not physically, emotionally, or mentally able to do these things. I don't mind. I do not mind being that person because at the end of the day, I'm ready to go there. All right? This is my gift to the world. I don't mind being that guy that's going to fight for people that are not physically, mentally, or emotionally able to do that thing. And I'm trying to be as calm as I can right now, but I want you guys to know, like, man, it is so much, there's so much fire behind this thing. Because again, I have a zero tolerance for that, man, for that mess. Because you don't have to do it. Like, you're not getting anything out of this, really, if we're being honest. What do people get out of being a bully? What do you get out of bullying? Honestly, nothing. Absolutely nothing. You feel like it's like a false sense of power. But it's unfortunate because some of these people already have power physically. Or, maybe they've been given a title or something like that. And you're sitting there throwing that around and you're using it against defenseless people. You're using it against people that don't even deserve it. Like, what are you getting out of this, man? But I can promise you, next year, we're gonna go back to what I said, right? The reason why I started working out, the reason why I really wanted to get in the gym, this is no lie, this is honest to truth. The reason why I wanted to get in the weight room, I wanted to start working out, is because I wanted to protect those people that I was not allowed to protect. And the reason why I've been doing a lot of things is to fulfill that promise, but in another way. All right? And yes, that quote unquote fight, again, not physically, there's not going to be any type of physical, any of that. All right? But what do I want to say? How do I want to put this? That battle will be recorded. All right? And it's like this, man. It's almost like I hate to use that cocky mofo, but it's almost like a Floyd Mayweather fight, bro. Like, you already know you're gonna get the win. Like, I already know it's here. But I think more of the satisfaction is being able to go back and talk to those people that were being bullied by this bully. And just letting them know that, people did hear you. And people who got your back. And understand that some people are not just going to sit back and allow others to get away with certain things. And that's why I'm so thankful and I'm so grateful that some circumstances had to happen last year. Yeah, I guess, last year. I'm glad that certain circumstances had to happen last year to get me to this point. I feel like they doggone Equalizer. It makes perfect sense. Like the movie Equalizer, you know how he just kind of goes around. Oh Lord, I'm trying to make light of the situation to kind of calm down, man. Cause I will literally, I cut that camera off and be working out for like freaking 8 hours thinking about that. how he kind of went, but that makes perfect sense though. Like seriously, I don't even know why I haven't thought about that until now. But how the equalizer was. How he just had a job at either was it Home Depot or what was it? I forgot what it was. But how he was going around and kind of just doing, but everything was physical. Everything was physical with the equalizer. How he was going around and helping everybody that couldn't defend themselves. That's exactly what this is. And I promise you, after this thing is over and done with, we're gonna bring those giants to their knees. That little kingdom, that little thing that they thought that they had done built all these years, it's gonna be brought down by one person, one guy. And the only person they can blame is themselves. You can't blame nobody but yourself for this, bro. People like that, you had it coming. You had it coming because you thought that you were invincible, that you were on top of the world, and you thought that nobody could stop you. Just don't know, dog. I've been out there just chilling with the sheep, right? And seeing everybody that's being taken advantage of. And right when they least expect it, I'm gonna come up out them clothes, up under that wool, and after that it's gonna be too late. Because again, you thought that it was okay to take advantage, abuse your authority, abuse your power, do and say and talk to people like you ain't got no sense. So you brought this on yourself, all right? You brought this on yourself. When it's all said and done, you're gonna look back on all the years that you've been in power. You're like, you know what? Hopefully, maybe they may be thankful after this little reality check comes through. This will be a perfect come to Jesus moment or Scrooge moment. Now, Scrooge was just being angry, being mean, doing the most until he had that little reality check. Now, listen, I'm a ghost, and I'm not gonna be threatening anybody. I'll let them know you got a specific time. We ain't gotta do all that, man. We don't have to do all that. All we have to do is what I'm going to do. All right? But yeah, y'all, that's what's really been on my mind, man. It's really been on my mind, like extremely heavy for the last past, like 4 hours. Just been sitting here and been thinking about, like, how I'm gonna go about handling this situation. And the crazy thing is, I don't even know if the damage has been done just yet. But I'm gonna say for their sake, they better hope that it is not. Seriously. 0 tolerance for just bully stuff. But in all actuality, I was already in the process of doing a quote unquote video. Let me shut up. I was already in the process of doing something anyway, right? But this right here is basically just speeding up the process, and they're basically just sharpening that edge or whatever. This is just basically just speeding up the process. I just hope, not for their sakes, man, but for other parties involved, I hope that, that wouldn't be the case just yet. But it's like this. Your time is coming, man. Your time is coming, and you can prolong it, but it's. I mean, it's gonna come eventually anyway. You know what I mean? Like the at the end of this process, it's coming regardless. But I just hope that wasn't another casualty along the way for somebody that honestly didn't deserve it. Now it's making me second guess myself. Should I have did this earlier or God dog. Man. Oh y'all. Boo, would you marry the kid? We'll have some little boos run around the crib, asking for but I get first deals. I get. Jamie, who are you trying to marry? Fancy or Little Kim? Strap. Oh man, yes sir. There you go. Break it down like that, right there. Break it down. Yay. Oh, man. Whew. Anywho. Man, you got more water? Come on, friend. Wait. Get rid of that weapon. You could be having logos. But yeah, I'm gonna say this, man. I'm gonna say this, ladies and gents. Keep going. Is that thing closed? It most certainly is. Hold on, peeps. Alright. But yeah. I'm gonna say this. So, listen, we have a lot of brand deals coming soon to this YouTube channel. I know. Y'all just hold up on it just for a second. We're gonna get some brand deals on these other channels and pages really, really soon. I'm gonna do this thing one at a time, all right? So I don't know how many collabs we did on my main page, but this was technically like I'm gonna say my second channel that I actually kind of put a little bit of work into. So we're gonna get this one up off the ground, and then we're gonna look out for everybody else. Don't worry, there's plenty of brand deals going around for everybody. We're gonna do something for y'all really, really soon. So y'all already know what brand deals. You know we're gonna be doing give bags, giveaways, and all that other stuff. We're gonna work our way up to that. But listen, for these brand deals and stuff for this YouTube channel, the goal is somewhat like how that story just went down. I told you guys, right? I want to, let's be honest, I would love to do a brand deal with one of these big time companies. But the thing with those big time companies, you just gotta be careful, man, because certain things that people say and certain things that people do, different companies do, I don't really rock with. So I'm trying to first I'm just trying to get in the door when it comes to doing brand deals and stuff for this channel. And we're trying to make sure, like, along the way, that we're navigating in the right direction, right? So some of the brand deals that we're doing is going to start off with some smaller channels, some smaller brand deals, but we want to make sure that they align with us in some type of way, shape, form, or fashion. I'm not one of those people that just do brand deals just to be doing them. I want to make sure that the company that we're linking up with, we're getting with, that it makes sense. All right, we're not just doing things for the money. Well, crap. Not on my main channel, but my main channel, like I have stressed and said time and time again, it has never nor will it ever be about the money, the fame, or anything. To be honest with you, you can keep the fame. I don't care too. It's about that. Now the money, we can actually use that to help us to reach more people, to help more people along the way. But never have been one of those people that have been crazy about money because of where I came from. All right. And when you have a strong and a solid foundation, you don't have to worry about, the more money I get, is that going to change who I am as a person, right? It's probably going to change the way that you move, because the more money you get, unfortunately, sometimes the more exposure you get, and you have to move a little bit different because of, there's people out there that be set tripping. Anyway, what in the world is going on? My bad, y'all. But anyway, so with these brand deals and stuff, again, we're being reached out to, and we're reaching out to smaller and kinda, I don't know, some of these companies are actually like a decent size. Like, they did very, very well. And one of them actually have a celebrity that's backing them, a well-known celebrity that's in the top in the industry. But again, the reason why I reached out to this company is because of the core foundation. So there have been a lot of brand deals that I have turned down in the past and in the last few weeks because, again, their foundation is not right. And I've turned down, even on my main channel, I've turned down a lot of different, even when I had people in my ear, the wrong people in my ear, trying to tell me, no, you need to accept that. You don't see how much money they're offering and their product. And like, bro, listen, man, that is never going to change the way that I move. I don't care about that. I don't care about the money. But again, that person was raised in a different type of environment. And one thing that I can honestly say that I am thankful for is you cannot persuade me in any type of way. When my mind is made up, it's made up. I don't care what especially when it's messing with my core values. When you're trying to mess with my core values, I will never allow money to control me, control the way that I move. Just because you're trying to pay a person a certain amount of money, and along with that, you got other fancy things and all the other stuff to help persuade that person's opinion, view on things. I'm not one of those people. Again, it has nothing to do with how I operate on YouTube. That's just how I operate when it comes to life in general. So again, man, I am extremely excited about the companies that I am working with, and some of these videos and stuff that's going to be coming out really, really soon pertaining to these brand deals and these collabs and stuff that we are doing. All right, a lot of dope things. I actually have one of the products in my hand right now, man, and again, been shooting some video with this product and some other products that are down here, man. When I tell you guys, listen, anything that comes from this channel, yeah, you can bet a bottom dog on dollar that I have. Make sure it ain't showing on any. Oh, look. Twitch can kind of see it a little bit. Let me be careful. But yeah, you would bet a bottom dog on dollar that every single last product that I get, that I review, that I vouch for, I'm using it. I have used it, and I'm gonna give you my open and my honest opinion about it. There is no company that can pay me any amount of money that's gonna change my opinion on anything. All right. There is no way that they'll be able to bribe me into saying certain things that I would not initially say. But again, man, some dope products and dope content is coming soon, guys. Be on the lookout for that. And as far as this giant that I was talking about earlier in the video, y'all don't worry. We're gonna slay this mofo. All right, we're gonna take care of this giant, man, because we cannot allow people to be physically out there just thinking that, it's their doggone way out of the highway. Like, it's not cool, man. Especially when, you're. It's kind of like this, right? You got a big swole dude, right? And you have some elderly people. And you see somebody, you see the bully, the big swole guy, 200 something pounds, 6'5", 260, just solid muscle, right? And it's an elderly person. This is how I honestly look at bullying, for real, with everybody. 6'5", 6'7", 2'6", 2'7", something like that, man. Just solid, full of muscle. And let's just say, for instance, the older person's just doing what they do, man, minding their business, or just working. They're working, right? They're working as fast as they can, as quickly as they can, and they're trying to get the person their order. And you got this big bully that, is not being patient, not being understanding, and just yelling and screaming to the top of their doggone lungs at this older person. And the older person is still being patient, trying to be nice, trying to do their job, and they're moving. Like, they're moving, and be patient, man. Like, it's coming. Just give them a second. And you in the back, you got the power to put a stop to this. You know what I mean? You're just like, hey, just chill out, bro. Like, just give the person a second. They told you that your order is coming. Just chill. Let's say, for instance, now this person has basically kind of ignored what you just said, ignored what the older person has been saying, and now they're getting a little bit more aggressive, and they've now approached the elder person. At what point do you step in? At what point do you step in and you be that shield for that elderly person? That's a situation that I feel like I'm in right now. Like, at what point do I stand up and let this bully know that, that stuff is not gonna be tolerated, man. Not gonna be tolerated ever. At what point? Because listen, let's just say this, right? You don't step in, and that bully pretty much just have their way and do whatever they want to do, push them down or whatever. And the elder person, they, I don't know, break their hip or something like that. You just sat back and you didn't do anything. And this person not only did that, but they feel like they can continue to move like that, and there are not going to be any consequences, any repercussions for anybody that's standing in their way. You had the opportunity, you had the chance, the choice to step in and just again, you got the power to stop it, man. But at what point do you step in and you basically just check that mess and be like, hey, chill out. Like, I'm not about to sit here and allow you to move like that, man. And it amazes me that you have people out there that just sit there and just watch stuff like that happen, knowing that this is not going to be the first, it's not going to be the last time, but you had the opportunity and the chance to make a difference and you didn't. You didn't step in. You didn't do anything. You just let it happen. You got some people that they can do it and then they can find some way for them to justify them not stepping in. But my conscience will eat me up. I don't even think I'll be able to sleep at night, man. The fact that I knew, oh man, listen, the fact that I knew that I could have stepped in and I could have did something fast, bro. My fault. Big muscle guy. I had three. Hold on, let me go to my what's the name real quick because this thing be tripping, man. I don't know what's up with YouTube and my what's the name, but yeah. So these are things, man, that I honestly have been thinking about for the last 3-4 hours. Let me make sure it's not on, is it? Let me make sure. Hold on, y'all. Is the internet that bad? Jeez. Good night. Hold on. Well, let me just do this. So we ain't gotta worry about that. But yeah. Yeah, my conscience will eat me up, man. It wouldn't. I wouldn't be able to sleep at night, y'all, for real. But that's the situation that I'm in currently, like right now. We're at the point where, in the front of the line, we have a person. I'm not gonna say an elderly person, but a person that's basically been bullied by somebody that's basically just throwing their weight around because they have a certain title. And this is not the only person that they have did this to. And I now am in the position where I can pretty much put a stop to it. And I'm one of those people, again, we're not gonna get physical at all. This is not a physical battle, right? This is more of a this is a different type of battle. Let's just say that. This is a different type of battle, man. And this person, the bully, has been doing this to a number of people, from what I've heard, over the course of almost a decade. They've been doing this and they've been getting away with this for over a decade. And y'all know me. I'm one of those people that I may not talk a lot, but I listen. All right, I listen to what people have to say about certain things or whatever, and exit out of there. We go. Yeah, hold on, wait. Okay, now I see it fast. I thought of this big muscle bound guy. 6'3", I hit the guy in the throat, in the ground. Good grief. Hey, no, I ain't even trying to be funny right now, but this brother sound like me right here, dog. I don't even know where I get that throat hit from, man. But let's not go back to that. Let's not. We gonna save that type of conversation for another time, man. But yeah, that throat hit will put them down, dog, for real. I am definitely aware of them dog and them throat hit. But yeah, man, that's where we're at right now. We're at the point where it's basically time to step up, man. It's basically time to step up and help put a stop to this. I'm so freaking frustrated by, what's been going on. And like I said, I've already been planning on addressing this issue on a larger scale. But oftentimes, when it's time to take action, especially when you're planning something, it's like that timeline is always messed up, and most of the time you're gonna have to rush to do things. Which, again, man, I'm one of those people that I plan very, very well. So I already know the outcome is still gonna be the same. I guarantee you, after it's all said and done, that this bully that's hiding behind this giant that's hiding behind that title, I believe that they will not be doing this anymore. This is not the first bully that I done stopped. Understand that. This is not the first bully that I done stopped. This is not the last bully that I done stopped. But I can promise you one thing: I have not ran into any bully, any person that was taking advantage of somebody. I have never met a person or ran into a situation where after I got involved that the problem or whatever wasn't solved. It has never happened. Never have and never will. Never have and never will. Every time I've gotten involved in any situation, it's always been a solution. Always will be. I honestly have no doubt in my mind about that, man. But these are the struggles that honestly go through my head on a day-to-day basis about things like this, man. I ain't even got a freaking word for it, boy, but it's a lot. It's honestly a lot. But I honestly believe, man, because I was trying to figure out earlier, I was thinking about my passion and everything before, I got some information. I was thinking about my passion and my gift to the world. And for the longest, I was trying to figure out what that was. Like, is it fitness? It wasn't fitness. It wasn't. Wasn't fitness. Man, listen, I tried to do that personal training stuff and that, but yeah. And I did a few other things, man. And then when I picked up a camera one day, and I was just like, yo, I cannot get enough of freaking video. I don't know what it is. I just like everything about video. The camera, the shooting, the editing, and the finish. And after the finish, deleting that footage. Even though a lot of cinematographers and videographers, they cringe when you delete the footage. Yes, I delete my footage after we got the final product, y'all. Let's erase it and move on to the next, whatever the next thing is. But I thought about that, and then I thought about like when I do some of my best work. When I do some of my best work, honestly, it seems like it kind of ties back into why I started lifting weights, why I started working out. And again, being that voice for a person that feels like they don't have a voice. Being that body or that shield for a person that's been taking a beating and they don't know how to fight back. Being that hand that has to step in sometimes and, do things or whatever. And putting out certain type of content, a voice for people that feel like they haven't been heard, like they can't be heard, or they can't speak because they're afraid of the consequences. I have nothing, absolutely nothing tying me down to any mother-loving thing. So if something needs to be said, I'm one of those people that don't have a problem with speaking on it. Because you see me out on a day-to-day basis. Listen, I don't talk too much. Like, real, you see me, like, I'll speak, I'll say hey, I'll keep pushing or whatever. But for the most part, I got like this little look on my face, like, hey, that boy busy. he got work to do. He's on his way to do something. Like he just looked like he's a busy man or whatever. But again, man, I still feel like that's my gift to the world. Being able to be that thing that most people don't have, or maybe most people do, they just haven't realized it yet. So I don't have a problem with stepping in and doing just that, whatever that may be, right? Shield, hand, voice, whatever. I'm a person that I don't even like to talk myself, to be honest with you. I'm learning. I'm learning now to use my words. 32 years old. Wait, am I 32? Yeah, 32 years old. God, dog. 32 years old and just now figuring out how to use my words, man. And becoming a better person because of that. Physically, emotionally, mentally, the whole nine. We getting there, man. But as you guys can see, man, we're gonna document every point, everything about this journey, man. For me, going from this hard-headed kid that could not stay out of jail, couldn't stay out of prison, couldn't stay out of trouble, to the young man that you see before you right now. Skinny. I was like Snoop. I was telling that guy today, man, I was like Snoop Dogg skinny, dog, for real. Like, well, you can see that boy was real. That boy wasn't eating enough. But anywho, man, I'm gonna go ahead and enjoy the rest of my night, man. I appreciate each and every single last one of you for sticking in there, kicking it with me, man. This was definitely. Oh, wait. This was definitely a nice little fun time. Let me see something real quick. Yeah. Okay. All right. Wait a minute. But yeah, after it's all said and done, y'all, I promise you one thing. KD gonna get her done, man. This channel, these channels, these pages, I promise you they gonna go up, man. They are gonna go up. And again, the reason why we are on this doggone platform, man, again, is for all those things that I named and to ultimately reach as many people as possible, to help as many people as possible. And I've been saying that since I started my first YouTube channel, like 3 years, 4 years ago, something like that. I'll have to go back and look at that main channel. But yeah, been saying that since we started our first YouTube channel. Understand this, man. Nothing has changed. Nothing has changed. Nothing will change when it comes to my reasons for doing the things that I do. I do want to really quick. I'm trying to go through and check and see. I want to thank everybody, man. Right now on the Katie's Empire, we have about 18,100 subscribers in only a short time, a few months. And we already almost have 20,000 subscribers on this YouTube channel. Thank you guys so much, man. Y'all continue to hit that doggone like button. We're going to try to get this page seen as much as possible, man. I mean, the numbers are cool, but you know, the goal is just to reach as many people as possible and help as many people as possible, mentally, physically, emotionally, all of those things, man. That's what we strive. That's what we're trying to get to. On the, what is that? Katie and JoJo page, we have 10,700 subscribers right now. So another 10K subscribers on that other YouTube channel. Thank you guys so much, man, for that. Let's see what else we got. We got the Truth Podcast channel. We got the Truth Podcast channel, y'all, and that has almost 2,000 subscribers. That's insane. Almost 2,000 subscribers on the page. I don't even post like that on anymore. Y'all know we had the Truth Podcast. We're gonna try to start that thing up very, very soon, man. I'm in the process of doing some things on the back end for some other stuff. It ain't even tied into that channel, but I do appreciate you guys because that channel is growing very, very quickly. On one of my really, really small channels, man, Katie's Tesla. That's a really, really small channel, but we done started up over there, man. That channel has what 13 subscribers. It's all good, man. It's all right. Listen, that's a lot of freaking eyeballs, man, for real. 13 people make me nervous. Now, but no, for real, man. On the other channel, y'all definitely go and check out that other YouTube channel, GQ Real Estate. Where were we at with GQ Real Estate? Hold on one second. GQ Real Estate, where is that? GQ Real Estate is at 757 subscribers. All right, GQ Real Estate is at 757 subscribers. We are trying to get that channel to 1,000 subs, man. I don't know why that's so doggone. I haven't been posting on the doggone channel like I should, but yeah, let's try to get that channel to I don't know, maybe 1,000 subscribers before the end of the year, man. So, cause that channel is already close to being eligible for the YouTube, what is it called, AdSense or whatever, get paid on YouTube. So yeah, man, y'all go over there and like it up on that thing. And I appreciate you guys for all the likes, the views on this channel, man. We got 12 likes right now. That's what's up. I appreciate you guys, man. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and get up out of here, man. Again, I appreciate you guys for tuning in. Appreciate you guys for rocking with me. Appreciate you guys for subscribing, commenting, the whole nine. And again, that video, that situation that we talked about today, I'm gonna put that on this channel. All right, I'm gonna put that thing on this channel. I'm gonna document the whole entire thing. All right. Anyway, y'all be blessed. Let me see. Y'all be beautiful, and I will catch you guys in the next one. All right. Peace. I'm gonna sign off like that. Peace. Start record and peace.